Hello, Big Daddy Fun here. Thank you for joining me for today's video. This is the Unbreakable Bedrock Season 2, and this is episode 31. In the last episode, I built the carrot and potato farm. I built the sugarcane, bamboo, pumpkin, and melon farm. In this episode, what I want to do is I want to try to complete the outside of those 3 buildings that I built. I want to put a roof on, and I'm going to put some wood up along the sides of the potato and carrot farm. The sugarcane farm, I want to do a couple different changes to it. I'm not 100% certain exactly what I want to do, but I think maybe what I'm going to do is take this middle strip away here, or I'm going to do some kind of design in the wood to break it up, and then I want to put a roof on it. For the pumpkin melon farm, I want to put a roof on there. And then I think what I also might want to do is to replace some of the cobbled deep slate and put like some tuft in. Maybe intermix some regular deep slate with it and try to make it look a little bit different. So that's the intention that I have for this episode. There is something that I alluded to at the end of the last episode that I said I wanted to do, and that involves something that is in this chest here. I have 5 netherite ingots, and so what I want to do is I want to come up here and I want to put those 5 netherite ingots in. Now, a lot of people would think that, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 5 netherite ingots and I'm going to take my armor and I'm going to put the netherite on the armor, and that way I would get the achievement. But that is not the case. What I would rather like to do is put the netherite on my sword, my 2 pickaxes, my 1 shovel, and I think I'm going to put it on my other axe. The reason I'm putting it on those items is those items I use all the time, and they seem to wear down on durability quicker than anything else. I was trying to debate between the axe or my hoe, because I use the hoe a lot when I'm breaking trees. I do it for the leaves to get more saplings and more sticks and more apples by using the Fortune 3 hoe. But I decided that I was going to put it on the axe. So one of the things that I want to do is while I am working on the outside of these 3 farms, I'm going to go beforehand and I'm going to take all the items out of the chests that I've already accumulated, and then I'm going to work on getting the outsides done. And when I'm done, I want to check all the chests to see just exactly how much loot was accumulated in a certain period of time. I already cleared most of this inventory out of the chests. I am leaving 1 row of each in, just like this. Well, and I'm going to do that for all the farms. And it looks like I'm going to have to clear my inventory out before I do the potato and carrots. Now you can see that I cleared everything out. I am going to start working on the carrot and potato farm first, and then I'll go to the sugarcane and bamboo farm, and then lastly the melon and pumpkin farm. I finished the roof on the potato carrot farm. I just kind of kept it simple and wrapped it around the whole building. I think it turned out okay. And I added some spruce wood going up. And so I think at this point I'm going to consider the potato carrot farm done. Now I'm off to the sugarcane bamboo farm. I think that's what I'll do next. I finished doing the sugarcane bamboo farm. It took me quite a bit of time because I was trying to figure this whole section out in here. And I think what I came up with is something that I can be happy with. You can kind of see it blends in pretty well. And so I'm happy with it, and so I think that will work. So I put a little bit of white wool up at the top to give it a little bit of a change, and I might actually go ahead and add some spruce wood right there. Yeah. But anyway, it took me a bit of time, and then I kind of made it look almost like there's windows here without being windows, because I didn't want windows because it just leads right into the redstone and stuff like that. So, and I did the same on the side over here, just kind of to add a little bit. And then also to the back here, I did put one window in here, sort of. The glass is in there, so I just sort of kind of matched it up with that. And then in the back here, I did about the same thing. For the melon pumpkin farm, what I decided was just to put a flat roof on here. I just put some oak slabs up there, so that way it's spawn proofed, and it kind of gives a little bit of a extra color up at the top. And so with that, I think I am gonna consider these 3 builds pretty much done. I'll probably maybe come back at another time and do a little bit more to them to try to spruce them up. But I do like the way this entranceway here turned out, and I am rather happy with that. So, and I think the carrot potato farm turned out half decent. I probably could have done the roof to be going straight up instead of using slabs in there, but well, it's okay. It is what it is. I put all the supplies away for that I was using for the builds, And now I have one thing that I want to do real quick, and that is I want to collect the resources at all the farms and see how much it was. After about 2 hours of AFK, here's the 3 shulker boxes with the loot in that I got. So I got about 9.5 stacks of potatoes, almost 9 stacks of carrots, only a stack and a half of sugar cane, about 4.25 stacks of bamboo, about 6.75 stacks of pumpkins, and about 35.5 stacks of melon. So all in all, I guess that wasn't too bad, because I was just doing things that I would normally do. I am on the nether roof. I built scaffolding up, and I am standing on level 205, and I am going to start building the Magma Cube farm. I'm going to leave a link in the description to the video for where I got the design from. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start building the magma farm. And I figured I'll do that in, well, let's do a time lapse. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. I paused the video because I ran out of glass, went back, got some glass, and when I came back I finished the top section with the glass that was going across, and I forgot to unpause the recording, so the video kind of cut a little bit short. I cleaned all the chests out, and so what I thought I would do is I thought I would hang out here for about a half an hour and see just exactly what kind of amount of drops I get. Alright, it's been about 30 minutes, and so time to take a look and see just exactly how much we got. I pulled up the calculator on my computer and I multiplied this all out, and I got a total of 1,637 magma cream in half an hour. So that would be roughly about 34, almost 3,400 magma cream in an hour. I want to say there's a couple things that I would say if you're going to try to build this particular farm. for one, I know the video talks about that you can go around, and I found that it's just as easy to just stand here in the front. You don't have to go all the way around. So I put glass up as a barrier so you can't just walk off. The other thing is the iron golems, when you spawn them, in the video it just shows to put one level of iron bars there, and I found it's better to put two, because the iron golems have a tendency to want to walk off. They jump up on the iron bars, and then they get standing here and they're too close to the magma blocks, and they can take damage that way. All in all, I consider this to be a pretty good farm. I think I started out somewhere around 78, 79 as far as my experience points, and I did increase in levels. I don't know how it would be starting out from 0 and going all the way up, but yeah, they do have quite a few magma blocks that spawn, and so yeah, I don't know that I would recommend AFK in here for a very long period of time. In the half hour that I was here, I had to eat a couple times, about 3 times, and because my health was starting to go down. It wasn't down a great amount, but it went down some. And I think if you tried to AFK here for a lengthy period of time, you might end up having problems and basically starve to death. So those are some of the recommendations that I would have. The other thing is, when you're doing this, I've been crouching so I can get in a little bit closer. I don't recommend getting all the way in, because sometimes when the magmas fall down, they do hit you and you can take some damage. So I would recommend that if you're going to crouch, just go in a little bit, leave yourself a little bit of space between yourself and the trap doors. I'm back at the base. I converted quite a bit of the magma cream into magma blocks and put it in a chest here. It went down into the storage system. And then I put a shulker box up here, and it's got a fair amount of magma cream in it. So we could make a whole lot of fire resistance potions and not have to worry about too much when we go into the Nether. There is one other thing that I did want to mention about the magma farm that I don't think was in the video that I got the design from, and that is, I would suggest finding a basalt delta, and that way it increases the chances of spawns of the magma cream. If you do the farm anywhere else, you're going to get all kinds of other mobs spawning, and it's going to mess things up. So you just want to keep that in mind. You want to find the basalt delta, because I think the only thing that spawns there is magma blocks. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to end the video there. I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to keep this one a little bit shorter than the ones that I've been putting out. I don't like making videos that are a little bit longer, but hopefully this one's a little bit shorter, and I do appreciate you watching. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. I will catch you next time, and until then, I'm Big Daddy Fun.